Is your neuropathy worse on your right side than your left side? The problem isn't your feet, it's spinal nerve compression. That's been building for decades. In my 7 years of treating neuropathy patients, I've noticed that symptoms aren't always symmetrical. And in most patients that have worse symptoms on one side, and this reveals that the problem isn't systemic diabetes, it's mechanical nerve compression in your spine. The spinal nerve root connection is that your peripheral nerves don't start in your feet, they originate from nerve roots in your lumbar spine. Compression at L4, 5, or S1 nerve root creates symptoms that travel down to your feet and toes. Now, the asymmetrical pattern is that spinal compression is rarely perfectly symmetrical. Years of poor posture, old injuries, or degenerative changes create more compression on one side, which explains why your right foot tingles more than your left. Now, the double crush syndrome is that when nerve roots are compressed in your spine, the entire nerve becomes more vulnerable to damage anywhere along its path. This is why diabetics with spinal problems develop neuropathy faster and more severely. And now the postural component is forward head posture and rounded shoulders create a cascade of spinal misalignments that compress nerve roots. Your desk job and phone use are literally crushing the nerves that control your feet. And the inflammatory cascade is that compressed nerve roots become inflamed and release chemicals that travel down the entire nerve pathway. This creates burning and tingling in your feet, even though the real problem is in your back. The diagnostic deception is that most doctors only test blood sugar and never examine your spine. They miss the mechanical component that's often the primary cause of diabetic neuropathy. When you address spinal nerve root compression along with metabolic factors, many patients see dramatic improvement in their asymmetrical neuropathy symptoms. Get imaging of your lumbar spine to check for nerve root compression, address postural problems, spinal alignment, and mechanical factors that are compressing nerves at their source. Is your neuropathy worse on one side more than the other? Let me know which side is worse, the right or the left, in the comments below.